Today we are going to be making some predictions on the European Grand Prix, which is the third regional event for the European RLCS 2021-22 season. There are huge implications going on for this event, and I can't wait to find out what happens. Let's see if I can get some predictions right. Shout out to Atomicore RL on Twitter. I'm going to be using his spreadsheet as he is a spreadsheet nerd to make these predictions. They are going to help us with the Swiss stage here. All right, so here we are. We're on the spreadsheet. If you guys need any help filling one of these out, if you go to Atomicore's Twitter, you'll be able to find the spreadsheet. It's super easy to follow. All I'm gonna have to do is just input some stuff here. So let's get on into it. So Dignitas, as you guys know, won the last regional event. I hope you guys know that. So they are definitely going to beat Cookser's Minions 3-1 here at least. I'm glad that Cookser's back in the RLCS, but it's Dignitas. Come on, guys. BDS versus Barcelona could be an interesting matchup, but I still think BDS is far better. Here, I'm going to go for an upset. I'm going to pick Giants over Endpoint. Giants haven't looked very good, but I'm hoping that, it's on Twitter, okay? Gotta trust everything you see on the internet, that they're boot camping, it looks like. So Demensa, VK Salen, and Atomic are all going to be together. I know Endpoint's also boot camping, but I think Vodafone's going to come back and have a better tournament this time. Misfits over Team Queso, easy peasy. Semper over SK Gaming. I'll go 3-2. SK's good, but I think Semper's better. Semper's playing for their fall major lives here, so they need to show up. Same thing with Vitality. They got to beat Williams Resolve. Heroic and Carmine. Carmine can't need a lot of help to make the major, and they are a much better team than they've been playing. I feel like they need to bounce back, at least gear up for the first winter event. They're probably not making the fall major, so they at least need to have some momentum. And then 00 Nation versus Evil Geniuses. This is a tough one. 00 Nation took the edge the other day in the tiebreaker for this. I think they're still a little bit better of a team. So as you saw, it just straight up gave us the round 2 high matches, round 2 low matches, which is sick. Also, for anybody that's wondering, my name is RLCS Spotlight. Not really, but that's my website's name. I've been writing articles about events happening in RLCS across all the different regions. If you want to check that out, the link to that will be in the description down below. I'm an aspiring Rocket League esports writer. I'd really love to write for Octane GG or something like that. So if any Octane GG boys are out there watching this, start with the low matches. I'm gonna go Endpoint over Cookser's Minions. Rest in peace. It's their first event. It's hard to tell if they're gonna pop off. I haven't seen Cookser play against the higher level competition, I guess, in a while. I hope they do good, but it's hard to tell. I have a feeling this is gonna be a bad tournament for Evil Geniuses, and that Barcelona has been improving a lot over the last couple events, just with the qualifiers and everything going on. I think they're developing pretty decently, so I'm picking a sleeper there a little bit. SK Gaming over Team Queso, and then I feel like Heroic's gotta have some sort of a little bit of backbone here. They've been playing well. Violent Panda, Oli, and Tho, they've been playing really well, so I gotta give them credit where credit is due, kind of a thing. High round matches, this is tough for Vodafone. As I said, they're gonna have a better tournament this time. They get slated against Dignitas, which is not good. Dig is my favorite team in Europe right now to watch. I'd say the most dynamic. Doesn't necessarily mean they're the best, but I think they're the most dynamic for right now. BDS is gonna beat 00 Nation. Misfits and Semper. Misfits has Semper's number 1,000,000,000%. Cash, Arjun, Tane, they dominate Semper. This is a classic matchup. Vitality versus Carmine Corp, the two 0-3s from Regional 1 and Regional 2. Vitality's definitely taking this though. I'll go 3-1. Okay, round 3 matchups. Round 3 low matches. Got Evil Geniuses versus Cookser's Minions and Williams Resolve versus Team Queso. I'm gonna just play a little bias here and say that Cookser's Minions just eliminate Evil Geniuses and just go crazy. And then we'll go 3-1. Williams Resolve. Williams Resolve made playoff bracket the first event. They got to bounce back a little bit. Unfortunate placing here for FC Barcelona because Carmine Corp got those. It's got that stacked roster. Vodafone, I think, definitely can handle Heroic. Say 3-2. I'm banking on Vodafone having a better tournament, so we'll see. Semper and Endpoint. This is tough. Endpoint's in a lot better spot since they won the first regional to qualify for the major, but Semper's going to be playing for their tournament lives here. So I think Semper's going to come out and show Endpoint that they're not to be messed with. I'm going to give it to SK. They're riding a little bit of momentum coming off the previous round, so I'm going to give it to them. And then BDS versus Dig, Misfits versus Vitality. This is the BDS versus Dig, Misfits Vitality. This is the semifinals from the last regional. It's funny. Best of 5. Nah, BDS bounced back this tournament 100%. I like Dig.
What did he say?
But they're gonna get caught off guard here against BDS, I feel like. And then I think Europe's gonna have some flashbacks to RLCSX, and Vitality's gonna beat Misfits there. Round 4. I've already eliminated 2 teams. This time we're eliminating 3. Some pretty big ones here, I might say. 00 Nation has a chance for Major, and Endpoint definitely have a chance for Major. Same thing with Heroic. Endpoint definitely is going to beat Williams Resolve. This is where Cookser unfortunately gets eliminated. I'm giving it like a 3-0. Heroic's a good roster, no doubt about it, and they want to show up for the org that they just got signed this weekend. 00 Nation versus Barcelona. I think Barca's got this one. I think it'll be close, and I think this is their chance to show that like they can compete with like the top 8-ish. Carmine over SK 100%. I just think that roster is much more talented than SK. I feel like it's kind of like the mix match of like old Dig, like Astral and Yukio, and then like Tox, Stake, from Giants, the OG Giants. A little bit of a rivalry there, maybe. Dig versus Semper. I think Dig's got that one in the bag. I'm giving it a 3-0. Semper's playing for their lives here, but they're not good enough to beat Dig. And then Misfits over Giants, 100%. So, looking at this, we have some favorable matchups for what I want for the playoff bracket, which is great news. So, Endpoint are definitely going to beat SK, and they're going to get their revenge from last time. They're going to beat them in 5 this time. Vodafone is going to beat Barcelona, and then Semper is going to beat Heroic. Just makes it a very juicy playoff bracket, in my opinion. You can see that in results and playoffs right here. Look at that. Look at that graph. This is such a beautiful, because this is incredible. It has the freaking logos. It's just Wikipedia. It's just like Wikipedia. So, pretty standard game differentials. I'm kind of like middle of the road. I don't really pick a lot of sweeps. So it's kind of wishy-washy there. There's probably going to be a lot more sweeps than shown. We're just going to do the whole tournament. So looking at this bracket, BDS, Semper, Dignitas, Misfits, that is the death group on this side. Holy shit. That is absolutely terrible for Semper. Like, that is insane. Great for Vitality on this side. I want to say if Endpoint make top 8, they qualify for the fall major. And Carmine, I think, need to win it. But I digress. Let's get into these predictions. BDS are going to beat Semper, and I think that might eliminate Semper from playoff contention, depending on if I think Vodafone beats Vitality, I'm pretty sure, and we'll see in a second. But yeah, they're gonna beat them. Dignos versus Misfits. As much as Dig's got it. Nah. I'm gonna bet against them this time. I love Dignitas's roster. Yoru's, apparently Jack and Scrupula look really great, but I think Misfits, they're gonna kind of like put themselves in that echelon of like BDS, Misfits, and Dig as like the top 3 in Europe, with Vitality kind of hanging on at the end there. And then I think Carmine can beat Endpoint. So this looks like it would be a standard top 4 in Europe, except Carmine's not playing very good and Vitality haven't been playing very good. Dignitas and Endpoint got a pretty unlucky draw there. BDS is going to beat Misfits. I'm going to say 4-3. And then Vitality are going to go all the way again, and they're going to beat Carmine Corp 4-1. So this, I'm pretty sure, would make my fall major BDS, and then Dig, and then Misfits, and then Endpoint, and then Vitality, or like maybe switch Endpoint and Vitality for the seeding, depending on who I have winning here. But I'm gonna give it to BDS in the first series for like 4-2. Europe hasn't seen a third best of 7, and I definitely think that is going to be the case in this. Oh, not 5-4. But then BDS is going to finish it off strong. I'm going to say a sweep in the final best of 7. Those are my results. My winners, Team BDS. This is incredible. This is an incredible use of technology. And let me know what you guys think of my predictions down below in the comments. Who you have winning, teams I'm sleeping on, teams that I'm overhyping. My bracket looks pretty standard, but I do think a return to form for the third regional event, the Grand Prix, is going to help a lot of stability in Europe, because right now Europe has been very unstable. I wrote an article about it. Make sure you go check it out. It's called The Curious Case of European RLCS. It's when Dignitas won Regional 2. Please go give it a read. It would mean a whole lot to me. Link to the website and the blog will be down below in the description. And I will see you guys. Depends. I'll probably do a recap video on this regional event next week. Do it on Monday, probably Monday or Tuesday. And yeah, then we'll have by that time we'll have every single team that is qualified for the fall major. Hopefully we can kind of do like a power ranking and like a prediction on that. But with that being said, this has been RLCS Spotlight. Hopefully you guys are excited to be on this journey with me, showcasing some RLCS news, events, coverage, just kind of broaden the scape of what's out there on YouTube and like article wise and like journalism wise. So if you guys enjoyed, make sure to leave a like, maybe make sure to subscribe and check out that website, please. Okay, see you guys later. Peace.